Candyman?
I think.
In 1992, director Bernard Rose was charged with the task of adapting a Clive Barker story to create a modern-day horror movie out of an urban legend. Changing a couple of things in the original book, known as The Forbidden, he developed and created a horror movie slasher legend with just one word. Candyman. 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 Candyman! We've all heard the urban legends before about Candyman and Bloody Mary. You go into the bathroom and say their name into the mirror 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it! Turn the lights off and then apparently the entity will appear. Well, this concept was elevated and mixed in with some real-world mythology and some stuff that happened back in, well, the Civil War times. Little bit of a stretch, but still all in all a good concept. Candyman stars Tony Todd as the titular vengeful spirit, Candyman, and Virginia Madison plays Helen Lyle, graduate student determined to solve the urban legend of the Candyman. Oh, wait, they made a whole movie about that guy?
The Candyman. The Candyman can...
Oh, wrong dude. The stage is set when Helen decides to start investigating a string of murders that is happening in the north side of Chicago known as Cabrini Green. It was a housing project, so some people were writing it off as gang violence, but she thought there was something deeper. Well, let's be honest, I still don't think that's the worst thing to ever come out of Chicago. Continuing to investigate and finding out that people had been murdered by a hook, she goes to Cabrini Green with her friend to research, see if they can come up with some clues. Find out that there is a copycat killer who is a drug lord using the persona of Candyman to commit these horrifying acts and make people afraid.
Ooh, watch yourself, it's the claw! Ooh, the claw's coming at you. Ooh, you're scared of the claw. You're scared of the claw. Ooh.
Jerry.
It turns out that the Candyman was actually real. This vengeful spirit was a slave back in 1890, fell in love with one of his owners, and they ended up having a baby. When the town found out about it, they were horrified. And him being an artist, they cut off his painting hand and replaced it with a field hook. Then covered him in honey so the bees could do the business on him, and then burned him down to ashes where now Cabrini Green was built, right exactly where he was killed. He's hooked on a feeling. Maybe it's just me, but I think the way that they killed him was a bit of, well, overkill. It was a lynch mob that cut off his hand, replaced it with a hook, covered him in honey, and then set him on fire as bees stung him to death? Yeah, I think you guys escalated a little too much. That was a bit extreme. They could have just took it to Maury Povich, like normal people. Helen now finds herself inside of an apartment in Cabrini Green with a beheaded Rottweiler and a missing baby. She gets arrested and then gets put into a psychological treatment where she outs the Candyman to show himself so she can escape. Not gonna spoil the ending, but the acting here in this movie, in my opinion, is superb. Tony Todd became a legend overnight when this movie came out, giving us a new generation of a psychopath wielding a sharp weapon. Yeah, you can categorize him with Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers in the Stabby Boys Club, if you will.
But she said his name the last time.
Candyman.
She turned out the lights.
But Candyman had a different swagger. He wanted to spill the blood of the innocent just so people knew of his legend and the atrocity that he had suffered. It's pretty poignant and kind of moving at the same time. That the sins of the past will come back to visit us now. Kind of like when I got romantically involved with a vacuum cleaner. And now I'm sterile. He still ain't no Leatherface, but this guy is pretty damn scary. The movie was a moderate success, making $25.8 million off of an $8 million budget, enough to give the movie 3 sequels and a remake that just came out. Well, it was kind of a remake, sequel, reboot. One of those things. I have a name for that. Alright, it's not as funny when I do it. With an awesome 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, you owe it to yourself to check out Candyman this Halloween season. It's available right now on Tubi. Go give it a watch, but don't say his name 5 times. 5 times, Captain Hook. You're a slacker. I don't let him get past 1. I can't take much more of this ghost stuff. I'm about to pull a Bill Murray and go Ghostbusters on your ass. Well, thank God I got some backup. Because tomorrow we're doing 13 ghosts. Can he count to 13? Oh, look, it's the claw. Oh, you're scared of the claw. Oh.